Well, we have been reliably informed by all the best sources, all the most important people, that there are no real differences between men and women. I don't just mean mental differences, I mean physical differences. And that's why transgender women, meaning biological men, should be able to compete alongside women in normal sporting events. I mean, obviously. And that's why we are so proud to welcome to the program Zubi. Zubi is a rapper. He's an Oxford graduate over in Britain, and he just set the British women's deadlift record. It's an amazing achievement, particularly since Zubi is a temporary transgender woman. Here's a little bit of the video, what it sounded like when she lifted some 600 pounds, deadlifted some 600 pounds. I mean, so impressive. That is a lot of weight. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's a big weight. I mean, 600 pounds is a lot of weight. And in fact, the world record, not the UK record, the world record deadlift for women is 672 pounds. The world record deadlift for men is 1,100 pounds. So if Zubi had been a man, we'd been like, nice deadlift, dude, but that's like that's about like 55% of the world record for men. But fortunately for Zubi, he was in fact a woman at the time that he performed this amazing feat of athletic achievement. Zubi, thanks so much for joining the Ben Shapiro Show.
Hey, how's it going, Ben?
So, I mean, I know a lot of our listeners right now are sitting around thinking, Zubi, you don't sound super ladylike. What made you decide to become a woman to lift this sort of weight?
Well, I mean, I was seeing the conversations around there not being any physical difference, and the idea that one can simply identify as whatever they want, not even permanently, even just based on your emotions and feelings at the time. So I had a quick look at the British female deadlift record, and I was like, I know I can smash that. I've done it before. So I thought I'd just post up that little clip on my Twitter to make a little point, and it looks like it struck a nerve.
Yeah, well, it turns out that not only did you break that female record, you basically broke like all the female records in one gym session. So which other female records did you break while you were a female?
I did the bench press one. I did 3 reps with more than the current record. So I'm now the holder, the world record holder. No, sorry, British powerlifting record holder in the bench press for women. And I wasn't able to squat at the time, but I think I could take on the squat one too.
So let me ask you this. Are you planning on actually appealing for the record books to try and get into the record books in Britain?
I wasn't planning on taking it that far, but it certainly spurred up a lot of interesting debate, both nationally and internationally. So it's really interesting because this is something I said a few years ago that I kind of predicted was going to happen. So it's really interesting to see these conversations taking place right now, because it's frankly it's kind of ridiculous, to be frank. And I think that the reason the video resonated is because it really showed people. I mean, I'm not a professional lifter. I'm a professional musician. So if a recreational lifter such as myself can set those kind of records in the women's division, I think it should show people what the difference is and why that might be an idea people want to reconsider.
And of course, it's important to note here that this is not meant to, and none of this is meant to mock people who are actually transgender. This is meant to mock the idea that men and women are not biologically different, of course.
Yeah, of course. I have nothing against any individual nor any group, but biological differences are important. We've known that they exist for millennia, and so I don't think in 2019 we should suddenly forget about that, particularly when it comes to sport, because there could be some very serious implications for women's sport if that is allowed.
Well, the Olympics has just decided now that women who are transgender, meaning biological men, should be able to compete alongside women. It'll be fascinating to see how that plays out, particularly in sports that rely a lot on upper body strength. Well, Zubi, I wanted to ask